How's the voice?
Yeah, voice is good. I mean, I'd be honest. I want to hear, given the respect I have for you, like, what did you think of the calls? And one thing I heard from a longtime engineer was, I think he heard Eduardo and Tim scream right away. And as a longtime engineer, he's like, "Yeah, no, I don't need that." And our producer, who's younger, Dan, loved that enthusiasm. He's like, "No, I was good with it." So I'm going to defer to you. Like, what did you think?
Well, I'm old school where I don't like the analyst jumping in.
Uh huh.
I'd like to still get the call, but we've found that you have a lot of these analysts, certainly locally, Ravi, that they jump in during the call like a football,
Yeah.
guys doing 80 yards and like, go, go,
Right.
go. So
Yeah.
it's hard for you to do your job when you do. I love the enthusiasm, but I think it makes it harder for you still have to say what is happening. They're
Right.
just reacting to what happened.
Yeah, you're almost so used to when an analyst talks, you lay out. You kind of okay, well, he's got something to say, but I'm in the middle of a call and they're kind of yelling and screaming. So yeah, it's one of those where you, as you know, when you sit there as a host of a show, when they talk, I'm a deferential guy. Like, okay, well, it's got to be important, so I'm gonna go ahead. Whether it's Peter Gammons, Harold Reynolds, John Kruk, or Eddie Perez, or Jimmy Dykes. That's your job. But yeah, it was interesting. But I was just curious. It was a wild game. I mean, you've certainly seen a billion wild games. That was way up there as far as bizarre set of circumstances, things turning.
Okay, but when you saw back to back with
Yeah.
Judge and Stanton,
Yeah.
your thoughts of where that game was headed?
Yeah, of course. No, I look. One of the things we pointed out before their at bats was the fact that there's a 19-foot wall in left and there's a 9-foot wall in right. And given their home field of Yankee Stadium, that they know what a short porch, let alone a short wall, does. And Eduardo had brought up the point that the pitcher tends to and should keep the ball down, but in Judge's case, a down ball away, like a golf ball, he could drive it right out, which is exactly what happened. And sure, after Stanton hit the homer, given the bullpen that the Yankees have had, I thought the Yankees were ahead 3-zip, and it was going to be a morgue there tonight.
The sound, the ball leaving the bat as a play-by-play guy.
Yeah.
How much does that help you in being a little bit more ahead of what? I mean, these were no doubters. Noel's was a no doubter.
No doubt.
But,
exactly.
I mean, Fry's was hit, but it wasn't like Noel's. So just that sound, are you trained to hear that sound and you go, that's different?
A little bit. And I would say that Noel's, even relative to the games that I've done where Judge or Stanton have homered, the sound was actually different off Noel's bat. And it may have also been the trajectory of it. There was no question that his ball was a homer. Obviously, in Judge's and Stanton's case, there were more line drives, but I've seen shots off of their bats where it's not necessarily, I don't think that the sound is what's occurring to me. It is more about the sort of trajectory as it flies off their bat. You can tell that those animals who are so big, they got it and it's going to go. But Noel's was unique. It was different. It sounded different.